Haunting Ground, developed by Capcom and released for the PlayStation 2 in 2005. After experiencing a terrible car crash, Fiona wakes up naked inside of a cage at the bottom of a dark cellar. After a mysterious presence unlocks the cage for her, she escapes the cellar and finds herself standing out in front of a large castle. With no other way to go, Fiona makes her way into the castle and her journey into terror begins. Haunting Ground is a third-person survival horror action game where the player must solve puzzles, find clues and helpful items, and escape Fiona's pursuers in order to survive her experience in Belly Castle. You play as Fiona, a young girl trapped inside Belly Castle and being stalked by its deadly inhabitants. The main emphasis of Haunting Ground is survival. At all times during the game, there is a pursuer searching for you throughout the massive castle. If you're spotted, they will chase you from room to room until you've successfully hidden from them and they give up their search. Hiding places can be anything from under a bed, inside of a closet, or even under a bench. But the enemies aren't stupid. If you use the same hiding place repeatedly, they will soon catch on and begin checking those hiding places. Fiona is a frail little thing, and being exposed too long to the pursuer will start to drain her sanity, and running for too long will drain your stamina. You have to successfully hide from the pursuer in order to regenerate these stats. You will know Fiona's sanity is dropping too much when the screen begins to distort, and Fiona begins tripping and falling. If her sanity drains all the way, she'll go into full-blown panic mode, basically going apeshit and not obeying all of your commands, making you an easy target for the pursuer. The only way out of this is to successfully hide and regenerate her lost sanity. As you proceed through the game, you'll find various ways of dealing with your pursuers. You eventually find a companion in the form of a dog named Huey. You can issue commands to Huey such as go, stay, come here, and you can scold or congratulate him for performing actions. Sometimes Huey will not respond to your commands and just go screw off. This is where the scold and congratulate commands come in. Used at the right times, it will affect his behavior towards you, and he'll start to respond to your commands more often. You can use Huey to distract or attack your pursuers, giving you more chance to escape and create more distance between you and them. The go command will also make Huey hunt for hidden items in the environment. Also, if there's an item out of reach, this command will send him to go get it and bring it back to you. Huey is also aware of dangers within the environment. If there is a hidden trap or something laying in the environment that will potentially kill you, Huey will begin to growl, warning you of the presence of danger. There is also the use of alchemy throughout the game. You'll find various items hidden in the environment, which you use to mix together in the alchemy rooms to make better items. There are some items you can create to help you evade your pursuers as well, such as magnesia, which you can drop on the ground and it'll explode when they get near it, giving you a chance to create more distance. The details and graphics in Haunting Ground are gorgeous, and it is definitely one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen on the PlayStation 2. Everything has detail in it, and the character models look fantastic and move very fluidly. The controls are also very responsive and easy to get the hang of, but like I mentioned back in my Fatal Frame review, it is one of those locked aspect 3D games, so sometimes moving to a new screen can jack with your controls. The story of Haunting Ground is one of the strangest and most deeply disturbing stories I've ever had the pleasure of viewing. Fiona's pursuers are diabolical and insanely twisted, and the Lord of the Castle wants Fiona for reasons made very, very obvious to the player. Haunting Ground is an outstanding video game and one of my favorite titles on the PlayStation 2. It takes the formula made famous by games like Clock Tower and cranks it up to 11. Ironically enough, some of the team that worked on Clock Tower worked on Haunting Ground, so that's definitely a plus for me. I highly recommend this game for anyone looking for a unique horror experience on the PlayStation 2. It might be a little difficult to find, and the price may not always be reasonable, but if you can find one at a decent price, go ahead and pick it up. Amazing graphics, unique gameplay, and a deeply disturbing story with multiple endings make this a package worth visiting again and again. Well guys, that's going to do it for this episode of the 31 Games of Halloween. Please leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, and please share with your friends. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow for Day 31, the final day of the 31 Games of Halloween. Have a good night.